Seattle, this was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. A timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Line 90, 56, check 56. Gotta do better. Come on.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Alert.
They run it with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. get this one across the 35. The rushing number. For Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That's a gain of 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Seven's the mic. And let's get in that hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take, and I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. And ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
13 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Saints.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bring it. Bring it.
Now Wilson. And Dixon has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now it's Carson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Wilson, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Again, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. 21.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Fights through, and now a crease. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 49 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Running with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Ready. 5-9. 57.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Green 80.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Carson. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and 5 now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. It's caught right side. Dixon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Okay, double up. Boost the team.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Back now in Seattle, Washington. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the fourth quarter, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner. I've got a feeling that this is going to be the drive. In fact, something big might happen defensively.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Rashad Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, Carson. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Let him know.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Mike, 27. Focus, defense, focus. 14.
On third down, Carson, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke Broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So the victory here for Seattle. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.